Hey there, and welcome. If you've got a dog here in the Montgomery area, you already know what a great place it is. But you also know it comes with its own unique adventures, right? So today, we're going to break down exactly how to find a fantastic local trainer to help your dog be the best companion for all of it. And this really hits home, doesn't it? I mean, training isn't just about sit and stay inside your house. It's about being able to actually go out and enjoy all the cool things about living here with your best friend right there with you. So yeah, we have to think bigger than just the basic commands. What we're really talking about is getting our dogs ready for the real-world situations they're going to face every day, right here in Montgomery County. And these are the kinds of things I mean. Can your dog stay cool, calm, and collected with all the boat noise and commotion at Lake Conroe? Or what about walking through a busy downtown festival? Or seeing a cyclist whiz by on one of the trails? These are the real-life skills that make for a happy, confident dog, and honestly, an even happier owner. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. When you start looking for a trainer, it really boils down to two main things you need to check out to find a real professional: their training methods and their qualifications. First up, their method. You'll want to find a trainer who uses what's called positive reinforcement. It sounds a little technical, but all it really means is that they focus on rewarding your dog for doing the right thing. With a treat, some praise, or a favorite toy. It just makes learning fun, and it builds this amazing bond based on trust, not fear. The second piece of the puzzle is qualifications. Now, this is a big one, because here in Texas, the dog training industry isn't licensed. That means pretty much anyone can call themselves a trainer. So professional certifications are your best bet for spotting the folks who are truly serious about their education and ethics. Here are some of the top-tier certifications you should keep an eye out for. When you see these letters after a trainer's name, it means they've passed some tough exams and they're committed to keeping up with the latest in animal behavior. It's a really solid sign of expertise. All right, next up, let's figure out all the different ways training can happen. There are a bunch of different formats, and they each have their pros and cons. And, of course, it helps to have an idea of what the costs might look like. So the two most common setups are group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for getting your dog used to other dogs and people, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Private lessons, though, give you that one-on-one attention with a plan that's built just for your dog, and you can work on stuff that only happens at home. You'll probably see a few other options, too. In-home training is great because you can tackle problems like, say, barking at the front door right where they actually happen. Day training is where the pro trains your dog during the day and then shows you how to keep it going. And board and train is like a deep dive, immersive boot camp for your dog. Okay, let's talk about the cost. This chart gives you a pretty solid ballpark for what you can expect to pay for different services here in Montgomery County. Prices can definitely vary depending on the format. And just remember, a trainer with a ton of experience or a special certification might be on the higher end of these ranges. So once you've found a few trainers that look promising, it's time to actually get in touch. And you should really think of this as an interview. You want to make sure it's the right fit for both you and your dog. Here are the key questions you'll want to ask. Get the details on their methods and their continuing education. Ask them to walk you through what a training plan might look like for your specific dog. You'll also want to know where they train and how they bring in real-world distractions. And finally, ask about support between sessions, because that's when you'll be doing the practice. And just remember this, it's not a one-way street. A really good trainer won't just answer your questions, they'll be asking you a ton of them too. They'll want to know everything about your dog, your lifestyle, and what you're hoping to achieve together. So, you've hired your trainer and you're learning all these new skills. Awesome. The next step is to get out there and actually practice. Let's look at some great local spots where you can do just that. For working on things like loose leash walking or just staying calm around new sights and sounds, these spots are perfect. Places like Walden Dog Park or the trails in the Sam Houston National Forest give you a fantastic real-world setting to work on those skills. Now, once your dog has a super reliable recall, they come every time you call, you can start practicing off-leash in a safe, fenced-in area. The dog parks down in the woodlands are not too far, and they're great, secure places for your dog to play and for you to practice that all-important come command. And here's just a simple but really critical reminder. For everyone's safety, including your dog's, you've got to respect the local leash laws. That means in public parks, on trails, and in neighborhoods, your dog needs to be on a leash. So, after all of this, finding a trainer, putting in the practice, what are we really aiming for? What's the end game here?
It's this. The whole point is to build an amazing partnership with your dog so you can both enjoy everything Montgomery has to offer. A well-behaved dog is a joy at home, a welcome friend around town, and just makes every interaction with neighbors and strangers that much better. Best of luck on your training journey.